Hello everyone and welcome back to the Moonhunters podcast. As always, our aim is to take you with us on new experiences. And I'm happy this time to share this journey with Ivana, who you might know from our last episode where she played the piano on the mountains. And this time we are going to hunt for new moon on the beautiful island of Indonesia, Bali. Stay with us, it's gonna be exciting and eventful episode, and we will see you on the other side of the moon.
Hello guys, I'm Ivana Nekodeja, I'm a musician and you're hosting this music session we have on the Moonhunters podcast. My job is to introduce you to artists and musicians from all around the world who are sharing the same values as the Moonhunters community. With me today are the best band I heard in Indonesia, Bali, the Munchies and the brother Joe and Owen. Hi guys!
Hi!
How are you?
Good.
How is
How are you?
everything?
Good, thank you.
First of all, thank you for playing for us today. And I like
My
the song
pleasure.
Freedom you just performed for us. Can you tell me a little bit more what freedom means to you, Brother Joe?
It's mean like freedom, like
Freedom from what?
from everything. And as a musician, maybe need like for your song or for your art, like an artist also should be like no one can control your art. I mean, like
Yes.
as a human also, no one and nothing can control you. It's
Then
because-
there is no creativity,
yeah,
there is
yeah,
control.
yeah. That's the point.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
should be free.
Yeah. Is it hard to reach the freedom in this society? What do you think?
Sometimes,
Sometimes.
yeah. Sometimes someone controls something, or sometimes something controls someone. But so under control by someone, I think as a human, no one can control you.
Do you feel free?
I want to feel free. I mean, like, and stand for freedom. I think also you stand for your freedom, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
I only do
Back
that.
to you.
Only do that. Iwan, you guys both started this band.
Yeah.
How that went?
So the Manch is made on October 2016. So at the time, like I met Joe in Bali, but I moved to Bali the first time, and I met Joe. He's coming from Jakarta, and then we had drinks, and then like Joe asked me, and then you want to make a band, like duo band? It's like, let's go, because at the time I'm looking for a band, and Joe also want to make a duo, and then yeah, we made it on the 2016 of October. Yeah, we started with duo, me and Joe, and then we've been together for like 4 years or 5 years, and then we met Daus, the percussion. It was on the pandemic. So it was on the pandemic, and then we were jamming with Daus in the same like in some bar, and yeah, we asked him to join in the band, and then like when Daus came to the band, it brings the music difference than duo when we
brought
were.
the rhythm.
Yeah, he brought the rhythms, and then
Also
and then-
Hedy. And also
and after
Hedy.
that we got the violin, Eddie, like 2 years ago, I think it's 1 or 2 years.
No, I think we got the violin first.
You got a violin first?
Yeah, we played with
I
violin
don't even
first.
remember how you got
I
your band
remember now.
together.
We did
Okay.
the violin first.
Yeah,
Then-
but that was joining
Yeah,
the band
yeah,
first, then the violin. So
Yes,
after that was
okay,
in the
okay.
next the violins. Yeah. So
You guys have a release, or you're preparing a new release? I heard you're preparing a release now, right?
Yeah, we get
So new
we-
album is there,
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, we released before some single, like three singles.
You were releasing 3 singles.
yeah.
So now this is the first album, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
we gonna
it's
release
the first album. Yeah.
Okay, and when
Yeah.
it's gonna be out?
It's gonna be out on August.
August.
So in August, yeah.
Yeah, soon.
So
Super,
soon, yeah.
super.
We're preparing that. We're working on the album at the moment. So yeah. But I think before we release the album, we're gonna release a single first. Yeah. Joe.
Yeah.
All right.
Release a single first,
With the
yeah.
video and
Yeah.
everything.
With the video and everything.
And this
yeah.
video also.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. It was my pleasure to talk to you, at least this briefly, and to meet you and spend some time with you. And we're gonna spend a little bit more time
Our
in
pleasure
Bali,
too.
definitely.
Thank you so much
Yes,
too.
thank you.
Sama-sama.
Thank you. Terima kasih. Now we are going back to Zahir, who is preparing his conversation, which is amazing. Please stay tuned.
Each episode takes us on experience out in nature. We gather around a bonfire under the stars, and the moonlights illuminate our stories to reflect on both the magic and the messiness on what it means to be alive. If you hunt for your light in the darkness, you might find it on the other side of the moon. And this time I'm grateful to be in this beautiful island, the rich nature and culture, the beautiful Balinese people who have biggest smile on their face, the humbleness they have within them, the taste of the food, the smell of the air, the energy of this island, the way we connect with people is the reason why I've been coming here so often. And honestly, it made me call it my second home by now. And I'm honored to be hosted on this island by my dear friend Ola Gramovich. It's my pleasure tonight to welcome her with us on the Moonhunters podcast, and I cannot wait for our conversation to unfold. Ola, she is someone who is truly seeking for mindfulness, transformation, and growth. She walks freely on this planet. She's one of those people who have such a soft spirit, but yet very strong character and soul. She holds balance very beautifully, and it's really inspiring to see her growing to the person who she is now. No further ado, she is certified of NLP master coach, experts on resetting mindsets of those people who is truly searching for themselves and for true self, and help them to unlock their unlimited potential. I cannot wait for our conversation. Ola, welcome to the Moonhunters podcast.
Thank you so much, Zahar. I'm very pleased to be here on this island with you, hosting you. And now, you mentioned that I am hosting you on this island, and you are hosting me on your podcast. So thank you so much. Thank you for this beautiful introduction.
Thank you for being you and for this beautiful evening. Cannot wait for it to unfold.
Yes.
I will start with a little story.
Okay.
I learned it recently from the local guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Balinese tradition, when they do their prayers, they hold a bowl with the flowers, water with the flowers, and then incense. The flower means it's a gift, and the water is the cleansing of the body, of the soul, and the incense, of flame of the incense, is the witness of their words. And for tonight, I get inspired from them. I will be lighting this incense.
Wow.
It's a big incense.
Yeah, nice and big.
This is the biggest incense I saw so far. But and I will, the fire and the flame of the incense, it's gonna be our witness for our beautiful conversation.
Beautiful.
And yeah,
I didn't know about this tradition, so thank you.
Me either. Like I was just found out recently, and it really it came in the right time. Everything comes in the right time.
Yeah.
I feel
Again,
like synchronicity in life is just wonderful, and that's what I learned from traveling. What's what I love about traveling, to be honest, learning so much from traditions or
from
other people, how they use things around to express themselves, to connect with things around us. And you tell me, what's part of Balinese tradition left on you a good impression, a biggest impression so far, you being here?
I guess their, in general, dedication to their religion, to their spirituality. I feel like from all the places that I've traveled, this place has the highest spiritual energy in comparison with all the other places, because Balinese, each and every morning they wake up and they do their prayers. They have their I forgot how you call it, these little gifts like that they put in front of their house or in the temple or even on the road, like when there's a intersection. They put these, I think they're called blessings.
Basket.
This little basket with like some flowers and cookies, and there's always also a cigarette there. I was told you have to light up the cigarette. This is kind of like a gift for the god, so you light up the cigarette also. Basically that dedication. There's so many ceremonies each and every day. Each and every person in Bali is putting so much attention to the higher power. So I guess also that's why so many people come here seeking for that spiritual growth, because in general Balinese people are like that. They're very very
Connected it,
spiritual
yeah,
and
spiritual.
connected, exactly.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. Being yeah, we've been coming here so often. This is like it's really attracting energy, and this
Yeah.
island's weird. Like it's really beautiful.
Exactly.
What do you do here usually? Like, what's your usual day? Like,
My usual day.
yeah,
My perfect day in Bali.
it's your usual day. Like, kind of, yeah,
Okay.
perfect day, usual day.
I recently started waking up super early.
Nice.
Before I was more a night owl. I was never thinking that I'm gonna be waking up at 6 a.m. Today I woke up at 5:30 a.m.
Nice.
Which, like, if my friends are going to watch this, they'll be like, this is not her. What happened to her? But this island did something to me. I don't know. I don't know for how long will it last. So yeah, basically I wake up super early, go surfing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 hours in the water. It's such a beautiful experience to be riding a wave, being on the water, and just, yeah, being in nature surrounded with really good people. And this really energizes me. And after that, I continue my day, started very well, and yeah, continue with some work.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, maybe meet some friends, see a sunset, and maybe have some calls. Yeah. But that's, I feel like the main points during my day is surfing, work, sunset.
What sunset is beautiful here.
Yes,
Every
oh
sunset
my God,
every
like,
day is different.
They are incredible. The colors.
Absolutely.
I've never seen such bright, vivid colors as I've seen here in Bali.
Yeah, it's beautiful. What work do you do then? Tell us more about your work.
Okay. I work with people's mindsets and their perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the easiest way to explain it is to give an example of a computer. So for example, let's say the head of the person or the person is a computer.
Okay.
Right? And the computer has different programs, right?
Mm-hmm.
At some point of time, if you don't clean the computer, it starts lagging.
Mm.
And what I do, like a little programmer, I go inside of the computer and I check, okay, this program is good. I keep it. This program is old. I don't keep it. I delete it. This program can be changed to something better. So, of course, this is discussed with the computer, with the client.
Computer,
Yeah, it's basically just having, tapping into the programming that a human being has throughout the life a human being gets conditioned.
All right.
Especially from 0 to 7. This is where the person is recording just like a camera, without any questions, recording everything, what's happening around. And all of these programs, negative or positive, they are engraved in the person. Some of them serve the person, some of them don't. And in our discussion with the client, with the person that I work with, usually I can straight away see which programs serve the person and which don't. So we discuss then how can we change them. And the programs are, for example, limiting beliefs, or in general, let's say, I would say I wouldn't focus only on negative because programming could be positive.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's your beliefs, values, needs. That could be even language, you know, this is your filter, this is how you perceive the reality.
That's how it...
Yeah, and this is what I work on,
with other people. This is what I saw you as well. Like, to me personally, you did some magic and program some programs. Yeah. And it's how do you find those points on, like, to see that program and then, like, you see you said this program doesn't work, and how do you know this program doesn't work and you tap into it?
Well, it's pretty easy to understand if a person during a conversation states something like, I don't feel like I deserve this. It straight away shows that probably the person has a program of I am not worthy. It's a belief, I am not worthy.
Yeah.
And of course, in the conversation, I highlighted does it serve you? If the person tells me it serves me, I don't want to change it, that's his or her choice. And of course, all the people would say, this doesn't serve me, so then we kind of swap it. Using different NLP tools, it's very easy to reprogram that belief from whatever is to what you want instead. So for example, the person had a belief, I am not worthy. What do you want to have instead?
Okay.
Let's say I am worthy.
Yeah.
And using NLP tools, you just kind of like delete this one and you put this one.
Put a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then the computer, the person starts functioning in a different way, having that filter and seeing the world with a new perspective of I am worthy.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different life. Just by changing this belief.
And I guess like working with so many people as well, like it changed you too.
Oh my God, I learned from my clients
It's
so
like,
much. So
they
much.
say who we meet in life is our mirror.
100%.
And how that reflects your clients to you, like how do you see you growing through your clients as well?
How do I grow through my clients? First of all, when I see that there is a challenge that they're facing, and if that person is kind of stuck in that challenge, if it's easy to solve, awesome, we let go. And sometimes the client is stuck, like, I don't want to let go of this problem. And then I'm like, okay, what can I do from my side? How can I work on myself? Or maybe there's a problem or a belief within me that reflects on that person, and that person doesn't want to let go of that belief, let's say, or that programming. And then I revert back, okay, how can I work on myself? What can I do for myself? And then I use the same tools on myself. Yeah, they work like magic. I'm also very grateful that whatever the tools that I use for clients, I use for myself. And I just kind of work on myself, and then for the client,
it works?
Yeah, it works. It kind of changes the energy, changes the route of the session.
Yeah, I guess like this is the magic of being connecting to another human as well.
Yeah.
This makes sense because, as you said, like whoever we meet is a reflection of us.
Yes, it's a mirror. It's a mirror. Like, so not only clients mirror me, I also feel like other people around are mirrors to us. And let's say an example. Recently, I was in a situation where I was encountering a lot of anger around me, people who were feeling angry. And then I asked myself, wow, like I'm attracting so many people with anger within them. What is there inside of me? Maybe there is some suppressed anger that I didn't notice. And then I went inside and understood that yes, there were certain emotions that I guess neglected. And I'm very grateful for those situations to have appeared in my life, to show me, to highlight. Yeah, it's like an alarm, look at me. So I looked inside, I looked at whatever needed attention, and
so basically it's not only the positive stuff we see around us, it's what we get inspired of.
Yeah.
As well, any other emotions appear in front of us, we have to dig down, and it's like it's 100%. Not only of those people, it's not maybe because of them, it's because of me maybe somehow.
I sign off these words like 100%, because it's never them or him or they or her.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to blame other people.
It's true.
What is the best is to take responsibility for everything that is happening in your life.
Yeah.
In my life. And that is very empowering, to take that responsibility.
Have you been playing a victim in your life before?
A victim? Yes, I was, definitely. When I was working 9 to 6, management this, management that, management this. There was always a problem And I never looked at a different perspective on that situation. And of course it was not really serving me. I could have taken responsibility of whatever is happening around me, and that would be so much more powerful for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long you been here in Bali? Like for so
9
far?
months.
9 months.
9 months.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
When did you start traveling?
When did I start traveling? I don't know, since I was a child. I was traveling.
From childhood, when you start like moving countries, let's say, roaming from home, not like traveling as...
Yeah, since I was 2 years old, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When I was 2, I moved to Russia, to St. Petersburg. I lived there with my family for 2 years. Then I lived in Switzerland from 4 to 7, in Geneva, 3 years. And my mom is always like, hey, why are you traveling so much? You can never sit in one place, come back home. And I always laugh because I know that from age 0 to 7, this is the time when we form our character, where we form our programming, our personality.
Yeah.
And from 0 to 7, the only thing that I was doing was I was traveling and living in other countries. And I'm like, listen.
Like you program this on me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been like all my childhood, I didn't live in my country. So of course, within me, I always seek for international community. This is a very, very important point. Everywhere I go, I want and I choose to be surrounded by variety of people from all countries, from all cultures. Yeah.
From the travel, you've been escaping from something, or you just like escaping by the traveling, or?
Sometimes I feel like I was. At this point of time of my life, my move to Bali was not an escape. I moved to Bali, it's very simple. I just wanted to learn surfing.
Nice.
There's nothing very special or like finding myself, healing myself. So many people come here to do that.
Yeah.
For me, I came here, I want to learn surfing. That's it.
And I think you're doing well with it.
Yeah, one step at a time.
When was the
slowly.
time then you were escaping? When was that? Like, when did you feel that I'm escaping by?
Once again, when I was working 9 to 6, it was a very, though I really loved my job, it was very stressful. And it was a time when, and a type of a job, I feel like a lot of people will relate, when I lived from one weekend to another weekend.
Yeah.
Dubai allowed me to have the luxury of traveling. So every 2 or 3 months, I was like, I need to get out. I need to get out from the office, change the scenery. And I feel like this is where I was running away from that stress, from the reality, through traveling. Yeah. At the same time, I'm very happy and blessed for those opportunities.
Yeah.
Because of that, because of that job, whatever I was doing, I was able to explore so many things. So
And maintain like your maintain
the balance
of life and
at that point of time
pleasure,
at that point of time, this was the best choice I could have taken with the resources that I had.
Yeah, nice. And you're looking on the escapes, like you were looking for something, you're looking for pleasure, looking for yourself, something, because
When
you're
traveling.
because you're running away from stress, you said. Like you've been going away from stress, and I go express it somewhere else by traveling. It's like,
I think it was more changing the scenery. Nothing, I didn't really seek for new experiences. Something that I know about myself, one of my main needs is variety.
yeah.
So it's simply engraved in me. I cannot sit in one place and do the same thing all the time. That is why I tend to...
Active lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Always do different things. Meet different people. Different places, different faces. Yeah.
I love the way you connect with people, and I heard that for so many people around as well. Like when you, with your present, it's just like it's happy to be in your present, and it's like that's very delightful. You know, it's like seeing it on you as well. I know you for many years now. It's really beautiful to see, and from before into now, it's the way you hold balance. It's really beautiful too. This, how do you keep that balance now after this? The travel you did, the running away from the stress, and this time of your life, like how do you hold the balance within you?
Well, to start with, when I came to Bali, it was completely, I feel like I came out of my balance because it's such a different life here from the life in Dubai. And I always thought of myself, and I still think of myself as a very structured, organized human being. I love planning. Everything is planned, everything is set. This is how it is. And when I arrived to Bali, Bali has a chaotic energy.
Yeah.
In comparison with Dubai.
Yeah.
In comparison with all the places that I lived. Bali is very chaotic.
Even its nature, everyone's think it's
the
like
nature, yeah. When I arrived here, and I was in Ubud, and I saw in my hotel a huge cockroach on the wall, going inside of my wardrobe where my clothes are. I was like, oh my God, breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm like, okay, that's fine. After 5 minutes, same place, same wall, same wardrobe, a huge spider, like it was the size of my hand. I was like, oh my God.
what do I do?
What do I do now? Again, this is such a big difference from Dubai, where there's like, I don't know, you cannot, the max you can see is like a little, maybe the cockroach like walking around.
I feel even the energy of the island as well, it's just like it has so much happening. It's like
so
you
much
don't feel
happening.
like
You go on the road, it's chaos on the roads. Really, it's chaos. So even my first scooter rides, I'm so grateful for my friends who were with me at the beginning of my trip. So I was with them. But like I was so tense. I was like, oh my God. It took me some time to finally relax, and now I really found that structure even in chaotic roads of Bali. Like there is structure if you look at it, actually.
Yeah, there is a lot.
Yeah, and it's more of like a intuitive flow. Yeah. You intuitively like, okay, this guy probably is gonna go left, so I can go straight, and yeah, you kind of figure it out. It's like a big intuitive bubble in the intersection.
And you use any tools like practices as well, like any practices to help you balance that?
For the practices, there's actually a very beautiful practice that I've done, which is called Watsu. It's water shiatsu.
Yeah.
It's, for those who don't know, it's basically the person is placed in the water and just floating. And the holder of the space, the facilitator, is just kind of like going around with the floating body, and then at some point of time he dips. Let's revert to me in my situation. He dips me inside of the water and kind of like drags me and stretches my body. And at that point of time, when I just like before doing Watsu, I had an intention of letting go of that chaos in my life. How can I not bring structure, but accept what is. And when I got out of water, the first thing I saw was the jungle, and I was like, oh my God, I love the jungle. I had such a beautiful trip on the motorbike, enjoying the presence, enjoying the scenery of Bali, and I was like, oh wow, I can see people. I can smell things. Oh wow! Because before I was literally seeing the what is in front of me, and that's
Yeah.
it. So that was a really, really beautiful practice that helped me kind of like bring
Yeah.
that balance, let go of my fear, bring that balance in my life here in Bali.
And
Yeah.
there is certain point in my life when I felt that was the moment when I felt more aware, breakthrough, to be more aware of myself,
Yeah.
of what's happening around and how I perceive life in front of me, and the way you perceive life is just like admiring to me. Where do you think you had a point in your life when you have a breakthrough?
I would say a very big milestone was when I read the book 40 Rules of Love.
I love that book.
Elif
Yeah.
Shafak, I think. Or
Yeah.
Elif something.
Elif. Yeah, I don't remember the last name. Yeah.
The last name, yeah. That book shifted my life, and I'm so grateful for it. After that book, I felt so much love within me and around me, because this book, each and every letter, not even word, letter is induced with love.
True. Yeah.
And after reading it, I literally stopped drinking and smoking for a very long time, which brought me to a place of very, very a stronger awareness of what's happening around me and within me. Because I do believe that over drinking, over smoking does numb the perception, does numb the person, the senses, and thus the perception of the self, of what's around. So after not drinking and smoking for such a long time, I was I was able to see myself and the world in a very different way.
Oh, nice.
So that's really, really that book.
When was that?
When was that? 4 years ago, I think. 4 years ago.
Nice. You think because like the over drinking or smoking, it's like as well a way of escaping or something?
100%. Yeah.
From emotions, from feelings,
From stress.
From stress.
From stress. Yeah. It was a lot of. I was a party girl, going in the weekends, and all the shebang.
All the shebang, follow the full package.
The full package. Yes. 5 days working, staying after 6. I remember being in the office. Sometimes I was staying till 1 a.m. working. So of course, after such long days, after such stressful and induction inside of me, like
You'd escape.
I just wanted to forget, and that was the only, I guess, thing I knew at that point of time. The easiest way to escape reality.
So you see yourself more aware of yourself
100% than before. Because of the work I've done, reading all of these books, trainings, courses, going within, and I was also very blessed to have the right sources, resources, and people around me to help me on this journey of self-discovery. And thus, like, I feel like the more we know ourselves, the more aware we become of ourselves, the more aware we become of everything what's around us.
How do you see, like, what truth in that? Like, how do you see truth coming out from you? What, let's face it in a different way. What truth means to you?
There was a time when I was contemplating on universal truth.
Okay.
Does it exist? What is it? In general, like truth. You know what? I feel like and maybe it could be something that won't resonate with a lot of people, but I feel like truth is so subjective. Each and every human being perceives the reality in such a different way.
Yeah.
Your truth is a completely different truth from my truth. Even identical twins, they perceive reality in a completely different way.
Yeah.
So what is truth? Is the moon in the sky? Is the moon, what color is the moon? Is it light? For some person who sees colors in a different way, he would say it's not light, it's dim.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why truth is very, very subjective in my perception.
What's driving you now? And light you up, like woke up every day and just, this is a new day. I wanna.
So I've been doing this exercise recently. And after this exercise, I saw that one of my main life values is passion, like pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So what drives me in life is pleasure. Whatever I do, I ask myself, will it bring me pleasure? If it's a yes, I go for it. If it's a no, I brainstorm within myself. What can I do to make it even more pleasurable or more pleasurable? If I can make it more pleasurable, I go for it. Otherwise, I leave it and I choose something which brings me pleasure.
Mm-hmm. What's pleasure to you? Like, what means pleasure to you? Because
Something that satisfies me when I lose the track of time. So something that I do and I flow. This is surfing, for example, or being with friends, or having these beautiful conversations as we do at this point of time. Time doesn't exist. Having sessions with clients. Me and you had a session. How many hours was it? 12?
13 hours.
13 hours. 13 hours. In one day.
It was like.
It was, yeah. I think you're the only. No, you're not the only person I did with other people. But then you know yourself how time flies. It doesn't
exist.
Yeah.
In that time.
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
This is pleasure for me. This is why I love doing what I'm doing.
Influencing people, like in transformation and
and it's also a lot of fun. Like one of my also values is fun. So with each and every client, I make sure that in sessions, it's not boring, like you work on yourself, blah, 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 blah. Let's bring some spark, let's bring some fun, let's bring some joy, let's bring some energy in it.
Yeah.
And that's why, and seriousness. I read Osho, and he was saying in one of his books, let go of the importance, let go of the seriousness, and become simple. So this is what I'm doing in my sessions and in general in my life. Like, remove all the seriousness, become simple, and apart from that, become playful. Life is a game.
It's absolutely a game. It's a very playful game as well.
Yeah.
If you know how to put the rules and the values,
get
into the game and just
play being a gamer, and apart, you know what? You can also being a gamer is amazing, but what is even more awesome is to being a programmer.
Yeah.
So you are the programmer. You know the code which you can decode and play the game as you want to play it. Rather than someone else putting the rules, creating the game for you, and you're like, oh, I'm in the game, I don't know what to do. Now you're the programmer. I know all the codes. I decode, I put what I like, and then I enjoy the game even more. That's my rules.
Now then you are not an autopilot.
Yeah. This is where more awareness come into play.
And you use the tools, like what do you use to get it from autopilot? Because some of the time, like maybe under stress or some habits, we go into the autopilot and life takes us right and left.
Yeah.
And then how do you think, or what do you tell to people who wants to get control of their life and remove the autopilot and get the stewardship of their life on control?
I feel like it comes with experience, and once again just going within, being brave enough to go within and start questioning, who am I, what am I doing here in this life, once again, what is it that drives me, and just being like a little explorer. And the more you explore, the more you are aware, the more you're conscious and present in the moment. And even simple tools like meditation,
Yeah.
it works fantastically. Tools, right now there is so much information which is accessible to so many people. Podcasts, books, all of that is super helpful. So what I would suggest other people is to become a sponge. Become a sponge and just like take all the information, ask questions and gather information. Take things that align. Don't take everything as truth. Whatever resonates, keep it. Whatever doesn't resonate, let go. And in this case, the falling out of awareness will become lesser and lesser. I love an explanation of a flower. So there's a flower, and the flower has leaves.
Okay.
And that could be about awareness, that could be falling into negative emotions, let's say. The goal is for the leaves to become smaller. So, for example, this is us. And then suddenly the person gets angry. Gets angry, oh my God, so angry. The leaf is so big, so long. And then the more that person practices meditation, techniques for mindfulness, the shorter the leaf becomes. The shorter the time is required for that person to come back into an aligned, centered, calm, here and now state.
Yeah.
So yeah, the goal is just to have like tiny little leaves instead of like
flower.
going further and further with the leaves of the flower.
To get back onto the alignment, then we can use like, as you said, more tools of meditation practices.
Yeah, my best tools that I use to get back to myself definitely is meditation, breath work. I've done a beautiful breath work, like I would call it like sessions, which is called rebirthing. It's incredible, and it was really also quite a big milestone in my life, where within 10 days, it's like very intense breathing. Yeah, during several hours.
Can get you in trance as well.
Yeah, very deep trance. I was going into places, and it was incredible. And the beauty of it, that it allows also the body, because the body stores memories, negative emotions, to release those negative emotions and suppressed feelings on a bodily level through breath. So the energy starts flowing easier. And at some point of time in one of the sessions, I kind of had my rebirth. No wonder it's called rebirthing. I kind of relived the day of my birth, but in a way that I wanted to.
Oh, nice.
And it was magical. And it felt so real. So real.
How did it look, your
My
birth? If you want to go there.
My birth. It was beautiful. I was surrounded by my family, by my mom, by my dad. Because right now, the birth is, I would say, not a very mechanical thing, but they take the baby, the white light is in the face of the baby, they cut the cord, slap the baby, take the baby away, and in my case, I was taken away from my mom. For 2 days, I haven't seen my mom. So what is, in my perception, the right way to give birth to a child is not to cut the cord of the baby straight away, let it pulsate, let it finish pulsating, and then you cut the cord, and then before that the baby has to be and is held
His mom.
with the mom, like it's not taken away.
Yeah.
And it's done naturally without white lights of the hospital into the face of the baby. Imagine, like you're born and you're like, oh my god, what is happening? There's just too many things.
Yeah. It's
So
like
having
the shock of life.
Having it.
It was beautiful then.
Yeah, whatever
Was-
I have relived was really, really, really,
Oh, nice.
beautiful.
So let's get back a little bit to the NLP. When did you
Yes.
start, and how did it help you out?
Okay. So the first interaction with NLP that I had was with my friend.
Yeah.
She just finished a very intense training, and I saw how she changed. Her transformation was incredible. And she, straight away was like, okay, I want to see what it is. So we
Yeah.
had one sessions with her. Super intense in 2 days. Also, like first day 8 hours session, second day 9 hours, and it was so intense. I remember. Oh my God, it was so many things happening. That was my first interaction, and I was like, wow, this is so deep. There were just infinite amounts of aha moments and realizations, and. After that, I decided like one day I'm gonna finish the same training.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was after 1 year. Yeah, after 1 year, I decided to finish that training, which she did, just for myself. And I was like, I don't want to, become another coach, like each and every Dick and Harry, as they say, is a coach these days. And I was just doing it for myself. So 10 days passed of this NLP, there was hypnotherapy, life coaching, so many things. 10 days passed, and I came with so many questions that I wanted to solve about myself, about the reality, what, why, where, what are we doing here, human beings, who are we? And after these 10 days, I remember I was on the stage, mic, and I was like, guys, I had so many questions before coming to this training, and you know what? Now I have even more questions. Now I have even more questions. So I decided to go for the master level and continue. And this is where the hidden magic
Started.
Yeah, it was incredible. So many shifts and transformations from the mind, from the body. Like I cannot even explain. It's very difficult to explain what's happening, like what was happening to me during this time. One of the most beautiful things is that I really know what I want, and I focus on what I want.
What do you want?
What I want is everything that I do to be filled with my passion and pleasure and love. And I love a quote, again, from 40 Rules of Love. I think it's like, may all you do be done with love. So this is the aim. This is what I want. I want to do those things that bring that fire within me, that bring that love within me.
With love. And you said you did not want to become a coach, and now you become a coach.
Yes, I know. It was a very
Why did you become a coach?
unexpected, turnout of the situation,
Of the events. Why?
After I finished the training, I was like, I felt a lot of transformation within me, and also I was the catalyst for a lot of people to transform also, because in the training we're practicing on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that, oh my God, like what I'm doing with like the practices, the techniques that I'm practicing with other people, they work like magic. It's literally like I got a spell book, and I'm like a little Harry Potter. Okay, magic everywhere.
That's true.
And then afterwards, I was like, okay, let me see if this is going to work outside of the training. And that's why last year I dedicated almost like the whole year in practicing, and that was not only to see if those techniques work on other people apart from those who were in the room. That was a very big part for me to understand if I want to do it, if I liked to do it.
Oh.
And the more I was doing it, the more I was in it, the more I was realizing that I absolutely love it. And once again, as I mentioned earlier, time flies when I'm in this bubble with a client during having a session, yeah. And that's why I was like, okay, I have these amazing tools. I've seen so many beautiful humans transform. Like, I cannot not use them now.
True, yeah. And using them on others, like, it's really beautiful. Like, even me being in one of those sessions, 13-hour session, was like one of the years in my life when I had of the transformation as well. It was 13 hours, but it took me almost the year to unpack it and unpack on the way, like constantly.
Yeah.
It's like, magic trip. You go up, come back.
Exactly.
With so much things to unfold on during the year.
And
so
it brings
beautiful.
so much clarity.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people, they live their lives without clarity.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just going and I don't know where, I don't know what, that's it. And when clarity is there, when direction is set, things suddenly start to magnetize and unfold. You know you want to reach there, maybe you don't know how to reach there. Maybe you have approximate steps how to reach there.
Yeah.
But because you have this clarity on where you want to go, either you go like this, or you go like this, or you go like this, or you go like this, you're going to reach there.
Yes,
Yeah.
choose the way. And what you do is helping the people reach from.
Exactly. Get that clarity.
Yeah.
Get that clarity.
And how
And then
to
take action. Take action towards.
Well, like
Towards your
unlocking people potential of. That's what you mean as well. Of
Unlocking people's potential is something that I think I'm unfolding it during sessions when I give theory.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, they don't fully know how the body is functioning, how the mind is functioning. They think that, for example, that if they have a habit, they cannot change it.
Yeah.
But we know that the brain has brain plasticity. Like, you can change any neuropath
In the body.
in the body and change the habit, change a belief, change your life by that. And our mind, our body, is an incredible tool for us to create. We're here, in any case, each and every human being is here to create.
Yeah.
And some people forget about that. They forget that they are able to create. They forget that their body, their mind, has so much power.
Very true.
And yeah, just during our conversation and giving that theory, helps the person to understand, okay, yes, I am super powerful.
Absolutely, or
Yeah.
super powerful, super nature, we can tap into those, right? It's like,
Exactly.
and those habits, because we're driven with habits. Like, I think everything we do is a habit.
Yeah.
Most of the things we
Again,
do.
that's the also the programming, like, you know, if we have like, if this is this, then this is happening. If this is not this, then this is happening.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, again, in the computer, if, then this. If not, then this. So we work the same, we work very similar to a computer.
We make the computer as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
But it's like, it's hard still. I mean, one of the hardest thing in life is to change habit, I think, in my way of like changing. For me, when changing habit, it takes me a little while to break into the habits, until as well you helped me a lot into this as well.
Yeah.
When to see the habits, how to analyze it and go through it. Like, what's the, there is any quickest advice you can have, like, or quickest way to change the habits, or how to look at it, this mental health?
I would say the first thing is to cut the BS and see if you really want to cut, like if you really want to change that habit, because behind a habit there could be a second gain. And what is behind that habit? Like, why am I doing this specifically? What does this habit fulfill within me? And understanding that, okay, this habit fulfills, let's say, it calms me down. I reached what I want by this habit.
Yeah.
But it's a negative habit. Okay? Substitute this habit to something which is healthy but can calm you down. So it's, for me, a lot of things that I let go was done through substitution, actually. I substitute things with something else, which gives me that specific outcome, or covers my need, meets my need or my value.
In the beginning you were like, to remove from stress and or work, go party or drink or smoke.
Yeah.
Then instead to get your mind clear, or just like a little bit relieve the stress, and then you get what you want from the drinking or smoking because you relieve the stress from it.
Yeah.
And then we can replace the
It with
drinking
something else.
with something else,
I don't know, like a
to
meditation or
something more,
reading a book or meeting with friends, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
whatever it is that
Yeah.
serves you. Yeah, absolutely. So what's your mission now, do you think, after all of this? What are you doing?
My mission. For me, how I see it, the number one priority, it might sound selfish, is to keep my sanity, my vibration in a higher level, work on myself as much as I can. So I'm very resourceful, and from the place of abundance, from the place of my own resourcefulness, to lead by example and give those resources to other people, so they start living their best lives, their best selves, and the lives that they truly deserve and dream. Because I believe that it is possible.
It is possible.
And
I sign up with you.
I myself, I always seek for people, and if I do something, implement in my life, I always do it from a place of, is this person, is it an example? Is this person leading by example? If it's a yes, cool, I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
myself, well, what are you doing to get there? How did you get there?
Yeah.
And I cannot preach things to people and help other people if I have a problem myself
Absolutely.
within me.
Yeah.
So that is why the main thing is, to keep my center, be aligned, and then from that place, make sure other people are also living their lives of their dreams.
Nice, beautiful. One final question, let's say. If you have a little Ola in front of you now, what would you say to her with the conscious Ola now?
Okay. First of all, the first thing that I would actually do, and a lot of people who know me, they know that I love hugging. So the first thing that I would do, I would just come to myself, hug myself, and just tell her, you're loved, everything's going to be okay, you're loved, you are love. That's it.
You are love. No,
Aren't
thank
we
you.
all?
We all are loved. Thank you very much. Like, this is was beautiful.
Thank you.
I loved synchronicity, the energy, you breathing for yourself, for others as well.
Yes, thank you very much. Once again, I'm very, very happy to have shared this beautiful time with you, to have spent time with the beautiful band.
Yeah, we had some
danced,
nice time dancing,
Yes.
listening to the munchies. It was absolutely beautiful.
riding, and
Yeah.
it has been a beautiful day, fantastic experience, and I'm super happy that you are once again in Bali.
Yeah.
And I hope to hang out with you even more, and
There is a lot to come, for sure,
100%, a lot
Yeah.
of more experience
to unfold.
will be created, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Can I have my hug now?
Of course! Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.